Back, bitches. We're back. We're back. There is a lot. What do they say? It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So, on top of everything that has been sort of taking place like the last few days, we now have cyber attacks happening against the Ukraine's parliament's website in Ukraine. But it's not even just their website. It looks like there's been some pretty well-targeted attacks on multiple websites, multiple high-volume cyber attacks that have actually blocked access to even some of the bigger banks inside of Ukraine. Just kind of nuts, right? Russia has gotten really good with their technology, so to speak. Gotten really good. DDoS attack reported by a number of banks. There's been problems with access to government Hold on. Government websites. Switching of traffic to another provider to minimize the damage from the attack. Just sort of like thinking about what they're sort of technically dealing with in regards to the cyber attack that they're currently under right now. Just one sec.
Половину свинины они продают на экспорт. То есть, по вашим Германии 5,5 миллионов тонн производят свинины, из них почти 3 миллиона на экспорт во все страны. И прежде всего Китай, Индонезия, части Япония, Корея и так далее. Поэтому, конечно, нам ни в коем случае нельзя останавливаться и по свинине. Нам нужно наращивать объемы. И, понятно, на Дальнем Востоке, вы знаете, комплексы строятся серьезные. Хорошо. Южная Корея. Рост производства – это результат увеличения. Какая разница? И, понятно, части Япония, Корея и так далее. Поэтому, конечно, нам ни в коем случае нельзя останавливаться и по свинине. Нам нужно наращивать объемы. И, понятно, на Дальнем Востоке, вы знаете, комплексы строятся серьезные. Хорошо. Южная Корея. Рост производства – это результат увеличения. Какая разница?
They don't eat pork in Indonesia, huh? Wow. You know, Putin had to have known that there was nothing he was going to be able to accomplish with Obama, really. Not with Hillary Clinton as his VP. Oh, you can? Oh, shit, no. Hold on. Hold up. Sorry. We've been covering a whole bunch of stories this morning. Bear with me. Yeah. Bear with me. Thank you, Dolly. What would I do without the producer and the earphones?
Hello, everybody.
Все понятно, все слышно.
Man, Trump is one weird fucking guy, right? Dude is weird as hell. He is so weird. Putin weakened him so bad.
Thank you very much, everybody. It's a great honor to be with President Putin, his representatives, my representatives. We have many things to discuss, including trade and including some disarmament, some little protectionism, perhaps, in a very positive way. And we're going to discuss a lot of different things. We've had great meetings. We have a very, very good relationship. And we look forward to spending some very good time together.
Dolly, oh my God, girl. Something I've been meaning to tell you about this too. I have another theory on Mars, girl. I know this sounds crazy, but I was going through, right, some of the gigapans, right? And I'm absolutely convinced that G has some sort of answer to whatever the hell is going on Mars. I'm not kidding you. I kid you not. Let me grab my iPad real quick. I have a dog here. I'm dog sitting for the week. So every time I move around and, go into walk into the room, the dog is following me, and he knows I'm talking about him right now. Sit down. He knows I'm talking about him right now. But he is so sweet. He's so sweet, isn't he? He's such a good doggy. Girl, about 7-something this morning, I was warming him some milk up. About 7:00 a.m., I was warming him up a little bit of milk, and he really, really enjoyed it. But this is what I want to tell you. There is some sort of a relationship to geometry when it comes to Mars. I'm absolutely convinced of that. Now, I have been all on some of these gigapans. I don't even mean to change the subject like that, y'all, but give me a sec here. 2600. Yeah. There is some sort of relationship to geometry. And I absolutely suck at like geometry and trigonometry and all that sort of a thing. It was definitely not my forte in school. But I have been still going through these gigapans. And let me tell you, I came up on some pretty amazing finds last night. Now, I don't quite understand the relationship between geometry and how that sort of applies, but it definitely is applied in some fashion, just based off what I see in these images or whatnot. But man, let me show you what I found last night. Let me show you what I found. Let me grab the soul number here. You go outside? Maybe do we need to make a trip? Okay, this was sold 2671. A sec here. So I started looking at some of these selfies that the rover takes of itself. Give me just a sec. And I ran up on what appears to be something on the rover, a couple places actually. I'm going to actually start looking at some more of those close-ups of those selfies on the rover, because it's very, I think that these little, whatever you want to call life on Mars, okay, I think they definitely jump up on the rover from time to time. But this is what I found. Let me show you. Is this the right one? Hold that thought. This is 2671. Nope, it's, yeah, 2671 ML. 267. Yeah, here it is. Now, when I say that there's like some sort of relationship to geometry, you can absolutely tell that if you're really good at math, then you may be able to sort of pick up on a lot of these shapes that seem to be displayed. I think that these, whatever you want to call life on that planet, I honestly believe that it seems to like duplicate over and over and over. And a lot of these like different characteristics that I find, like one eye bigger than the other. It seems like one eye will be on the inside of the face and the other eye is on the outside of the face. Like, you know, and again, I don't know what to make of this duplication that I see, but you'll see like 1,000 faces on the face of one of the, you know, boulders or whatnot. It's very strange. But just like a fine example here, you know, this looks like there's 3 of these little things and there is 3 fingers on each claw-like hand. Okay, I've been able to pick that up. And it's like they keep, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. Sorry, y'all. Biscuit interrupted me here. One eye bigger than the other. Don't know how that goes into like math problems or whatnot, but I've been looking at these little close-ups on the rover, and I found something quite interesting. That shouldn't be there. These, whatever you want to call life, it's like they have like these claw-like hands. There's, if you want to call them fingers, there's definitely 3 on each of these little claw-like hands. I think that their arms sort of stretch out and walk them around. And it's almost, I just sort of get the idea of like liquid metal. It sort of seeps in and the way those molecules work with like liquid metal, for example. Very strange, strange shit. Very strange. That's their version of life on Mars. Crazy. Now I have found a few more little Martian friends in my research. And that's not the only place on this rover where I found right here, very strange things. Here's a prime example of that. It almost looks like they are like a chain linked together. You know, I gotta take this dog out, guys. It may be somewhat difficult to see it, but you see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, you know, there's a head area, then the hand reaches, stretches out, and it's like it just keeps duplicating itself over and over and over. Maybe that has something to do with the way geometry works. I don't know. But you can clearly see its little crab claw-like hand holding on. Now I've got another. Another area here. I think there's a lot to be said about that vision or that discussion of tentacle legs also. There's no question in my mind these things are walking on little tentacle legs because I've absolutely seen them in various different pictures. They're like, it's weird as hell. I don't know how to explain it, and I'm damn sure no good in geometry. Okay, but look at that. Right on top of the rover. Right on top of the rover. Sitting right there. So that's how I ended up discovering these wonderful photos. Give me a second. Yeah, this is the same one. This guy, Neville Thompson, he puts them on Giga Macro and GigaPan. But I am paying particular attention to these selfie photos that the rover has been taking. I'm paying particular attention to them. It's so hard to describe, but are there images of the river before it was sent out to Mars? There's definitely water on Mars. We've seen like examples of that, but if life seems to inhabitate within actual rocks, or if the rocks are alive themselves, would they need water? Kind of think of like a desert area, sandy. After a while, if you have no water and if you can't die, I guess you kind of would become a rock, right? But there's something to the relationship to geometry. Definitely. Most definitely. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to have to let my little friend out here. And before I even get to doing that, so there is these links that Neville Thompson has in which he has grouped these images together. And I've been really paying attention to like MSL 2600 through 2700, 2500 through 2600, 2400 through 2500, that sort of a thing. Because one thing you can actually do in the Giga Macro site is a compare. Right here on the bottom right, you can actually compare two images to each other. And that's been actually kind of helpful for me because I've been comparing one day to the next just to see if there's any differences between them, if anything's sort of moving, that sort of a thing. Been having some very interesting finds. But I won't lie, I've been targeting those with ML. It's the different camera, actually. And I've been sort of looking, you know, on these rovers to see if there's anything on them. Bugs, insects. I found some pretty interesting things, y'all. Anyway, y'all, I have to take this little dog out. He needs to go potty, right? You gotta go potty? Big boy, you gotta go potty? Okay. So, yeah, I'll be here on and off again throughout the day, guys. You'll just have to definitely make sure you hit those notifications. But isn't that interesting that they were there and now they're gone, right? Right on top of the damn rover. It's crazy. All right, guys, I'll be around.